parents. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Google Classroom, one of the most useful tools in my classroom I've been using for the past 2 years, and this will be my third year using it. My students are very excited about having an online component to their classroom. So as you can see here on the screen, we have 4 classes. This is a student view. This is something that none of my students will see. If your child is in my math class, then they will see 3. If they are not, they will only see current events and ELA. Let's hop into the ELA classroom, and right now I have 1 assignment up. So the way it works is I number the assignments starting from 0, 0, and whatever number we're up to, they go one on top of each other, similar to a blog. The most recent is first. I teach them to follow the instructions very carefully. So press open. Once you press open, you'll see the same instructions up here. Then open 001 Thanksgiving Essay Poem Google Doc. So they'll click here, which looks like this. So when they're typing into this document that's blank, I actually have access to it. I could see exactly what they're doing when they're doing it. In fact, if they're doing something at home, I could go onto their assignment and see what they're doing from my own computer. I can make a comment on their assignment while they're doing it. I can edit something if I feel like I need to. So this is a really helpful tool for everyone, especially when I'm doing writing with the class. I don't use this generally for their first drafts, but definitely after they've written it in their notebooks, they will transfer it to a Google Doc using Google Classroom. If you go over to About, you want to see their Class Drive folder. You hop into that. Here's Google Drive, which many of you should be familiar with having used Gmail. And here is their document in a special folder called Classroom. So I have a lot over here because this student account that I'm showing you was used for a few years already. So that is my ELA classroom. Here is the current events classroom. So current events actually has nothing posted right now, but I'm going to explain to you what I do with it. It's actually really exciting. So for current events, what I like to do is I like to record a video of myself talking something about what is going on in the world, generally taken from this website, newsela.com. And I record a video of myself talking about it. So this is to exercise and help them with their auditory skills to be able to listen and pay attention. And then I'll also add on to the same assignment a quiz. The quiz is I make the quiz on Google Forms. It's actually really cool. It's a quiz on the computer. They answer multiple choice questions or short answer questions, sometimes a small paragraph about what it is that I talked about, and then they submit that. So this is done at home for homework, and I give them about a week to do it, and I post them once every other week or maybe every 3 weeks. I don't like to have so much time go between each video that I post. So that's how I like to do current events in my classroom. Now, occasionally, I will like to mix it up a little bit, and I have my students make their own videos about what's going on in the world. So this is a lot of fun. So they go on to newsela.com. They can choose any article that's on the front page right now. Not that much is showing up. I teach them how to find a good article that's current, and you can also work with them on finding a current article. And they have to record a video of themselves, kind of like being a newscaster, and talk about what it is that's going on in the world based on that article. And then they post it, and eventually I share them with the class. I create a compilation, and we like to watch them together. Everything is graded on Google Classroom. The first ones that I talked to you about where I make the video, I grade their quizzes, and the videos that they create, I have a rubric that I follow in order to grade them fairly on what they've delivered in the video. So if there's any technical issues or whatever it is, those things can always be addressed, and I have alternate assignments for those who cannot or are not interested or able to or afraid to make videos for me. And of course, those cannot be shown to the class if they don't want them to be. Okay, so that's current events and that's ELA. For math, I'm going to make a separate video for my math class, and that's basically what's going on Google Classroom. It's one of the most exciting parts of my classroom, and my students really enjoy it. Now, One more thing I forgot to mention is that I've been setting them up with their school email addresses and passwords. So everyone has a school email address, first name underscore last name 126@flatbush.org. And their password I've set up for most of them, except for one kid, I think, is a phone number that they know well. And I'll be stapling this information into the back of their Yoman today and tomorrow. And one of the homework assignments will be to try to log in at home to make sure it works. Okay, if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. Have a great day.